Hi guys, it's Jonathan Chown here with JChownGolf at Connaught Park Golf Club in Essex, and today shallowing the golf club is our topic, and one way we can really get an awesome feel to be able to feel this properly with this one little method I call heavy to light method. This is a way to really make that shallowing effect really happen instantly from this feel by feeling heavy to light. So we're really going to get onto that one good kind of feel we can do, which gets us doing all these kind of different little moves that there is to shallow the golf club and gets us all doing them quite naturally. Having this feel and then really putting it into your golf shot really is an awesome way of getting you to shallow the golf club without thinking of all these little bits and bobs in a downswing. So it's going to be a really good, helpful one for you guys to get out there. Really simple to digest and understand as well. A really easy one. So before we get into that, guys, please make sure you subscribe. I put out a lot of golf videos a week, and I really make them quite nice, simple, easy to understand, because my philosophy in golf is to make golf easy, not hard. It's as easy or as hard as we want to make it. If we make golf instruction easy, nice to able to understand, we're going to have a better time when we're going improving in golf. It's not going to be such a struggle out there. But if there's any other topic you guys want to hear about, comment down below. Tell me what that topic is. I might make a video for that very, very soon. So comment down below if you want me to address a certain area in the golf swing. So now going for that, let's get into this light to heavy kind of, or heavy to light even, way of getting that golf club to shallow out. So one, what is shallowing the golf club? We hear about it all the time, shallowing the golf club. What is it? When we get up to the top of the backswing, and we go in our downswing here, shallowing the golf club, is where we get the center of mass of the golf club. So that is the center of mass, our balance point in the golf club. So really just underneath where the club head is. That pitching behind us and getting behind our body. That is shallowing the golf club. Now, shallowing the golf club is preferable early in the downswing. Why? Because we want that weight of the club to be managed by our body's rotation. When we get that center of mass pitching behind us, that golf club becomes very easy for our body to be managed by rotation. Now, why that is because that golf club gets quite light when we do that, and our body can then go, right, this is feeling quite nice and light, let me just use body rotation and whip through there quite nicely. Because ultimately in the golf swing, really, your swing is actually, it puts a lot of weight into that club. The faster we swing this, it actually gets really, really heavy. And that's the thing, as it's going heavy in the downswing, we want it to feel light. Our body wants it to feel quite light going down. The only way for that to happen is if that club shallows out behind us, then we can use and rotate better. Let's say if we steepen the shaft, our golf club is getting heavier in the downswing, and we know it really picks up a lot of weight with speed in the golf swing. We want to get that golf club feeling as light as possible in the downswing, because we know it picks up speed in the downswing. Then we know if it's picking up speed, it's going to be picking up weight, it's getting heavier to our body. So we want our big muscles to control that, and that's by it pitching behind us and rotating through. If we're steepening it, and then that's a very kind of awful place for our body to manage the heaviness of this golf club in the downswing. That's when we'll get those standing up, pitching, getting that club shallowing, but getting it shallowing far too early. It's one of the big reasons for early extending, is having that shaft steepen and then having to early extend to get that club to shallow out at last minute, because our body just wants to manage the weight of that club. It gets too heavy for us in the downswing, got to shallow it. So if we even just have the feel here of going, right, if we're making sure that club is actually feeling heavy in the backswing, because we're not hitting the ball in the backswing, we can make that happen, feeling nice and heavy. So that will generally be that shaft, again, is steepening. But what we want that club to feel very light in the way down. Get that club to feel really, really light. And what we can see happen, we can see all the good stuff happen. We can see, yeah, that club, that center of mass is dropping behind me. You can see how my right elbow is moving in front of me, one of the big shallowing moves out there. I'm really rotating nicely. My left arm is pinning to my body whilst I'm doing this. And I might even at times be flexing that lead wrist, another shallowing move, and really rolling my forearms to get that kind of feel as well in there. So we know we want to get that club getting light in the downswing. We want it feeling lighter. Gets that here, it's not gonna. So what I've got another club here. So a lot of people do this to warm up. Now, I'm not a fan of it warming up with two clubs and swinging, because it makes your swing feel a little bit too slow when you're wanting to, let's say, go out and play and hit the ball a decent distance. You want to be feeling springy and fast. But for this type of movement, for an exaggerated drill, it's absolutely brilliant. We want to be feeling that club pretty heavy on the way back, which for two clubs, that's definitely going to happen. And then we want it to feel quite light as we're going down, really over exaggerating it. So if I'm getting this, swinging up to the golf swing, up to the top here, feeling, yep, it's quite heavy going up there. And I want to get it as light as possible going down, really, really light. And you can see for me doing that, I'm really making sure that club is shallowing behind me. See that? See how what's happening here when I'm really exaggerating with these two clubs? That left wrist is flexing, that right arm is coming in. Everything that's happening what I want to, my left arm is pinning to my body and I'm rotating through nicely. I'm getting all the components I need to be able to shallow the golf club. Because we can see if I do the steepening move here, let's say I get that club going really light on the way back, so the exact opposite, light and then heavy. Oh, that feels awful. Let me try that again. Let me do it full. Oh, that does not feel, really does not feel good. I mean, but really try this one out, guys. Try that, doing it wrong. Because when you're doing it wrong there, it feels horrendous. And that's what a lot of guys are doing with a normal golf club in their hands for that too. So we can really train that feeling in there. Nice and easy to get all these shallowing moves in here. So nice and heavy on the way back, as light as possible on the way down. Heavy on the way back, as light as possible. Now, let's get rid of one club. Same feel there. Heavy on the way back, as light as possible. Yeah, that feels good. Heavy on the way back, light as possible. So let's hit a little clip one down there. It's gonna feel weird after swinging, let's say that, but this is more for the feeling of shallowing. You can feel all these good little things, right arm coming in, left wrist flexing, rotating nicely, the sequencing of your downswing really being in nice order. So let's try one here, heavy, then light, heavy on the way back. Oh wow, was that a good shot? That got it, I'll tell you, that got the feel. That was incredible how that really got the feel. Awesome little divot there. I really felt like everything was pitching behind me nicely. I was just going from light or heavy to light, heavy, light, even there. Heavy, light. It's really giving us that feel to get nice and shallow there. So we can see how that's doing some really cool things for us. All those moves that we might be grinding on the range to really like getting that right elbow and flexing that wrist going down, getting that left arm pinned whilst we're turning. That does it automatically. You can see there with my golf shot how good that was as well. That was an awesome shot. I'm happy with that. So if you guys are really struggling with trying to shallow that golf club, think of swinging on the way back heavy, swinging light on the way down. Get some reps in with two clubs. We've all got two clubs. Should have 14 of them in our bag, so we can do this really easy. At home, at driving range in between shots, light, heavy, heavy, light. I keep getting mixed around. Heavy, light, heavy, light. Get those reps in. It's really good practice. It gets it automatically. It's like I said at the beginning before I even got into this, we can make golf instruction quite nice and easy if we make it easy. We're getting all this complicated topic of shallowing the golf club, and we're doing it with just two clubs here. It's brilliant. So guys, if you found that helpful, please smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell button to be notified every time as well. And as well, if you found that really helpful, and if you feel like, definitely if you get some practice with that, put down in the comments and comment. I'm really curious to see how you do with that specific drill. It really gives you that shallowing feel, really awesome. And as well, if you want me to cover another topic down there, please comment down below, comment that topic, and I really will be making that very soon. So guys, heavy, light, two clubs. Make sure we're getting this move nice and simple. We want it to be simple. Golf can be easy if we want it to be. Practice doesn't have to be hard. Practice can be fun, and it can give us the feel if we do it smart and correctly. So guys, get practicing that and you'll be doing all the feels you can to then shallow in the golf club. This is going to be awesome. Get practicing that, guys. Awesome one here, shallow that golf club.